Previously on Balls.
Now then, it's his first interview.
First interview, Darren.
Can't believe that.
No, I can't believe that.
No,
He must have done a few when he was playing for the Sharks.
apparently not.
Hey, Pat.
Yes.
Hey, how's it? Welcome to Balls Radio, boss. It's Darren and John and Simon and Knox. Are you off
How's
the...
it, Jan?
All right, buddy. Are you off the golf course now?
No, yeah. Just officially off. But I mean, cost me about 20 balls and everything else, but it was a good fun.
That's all right.
I don't laugh at him. Michael House boys, they actually spend time studying and not running around playing golf at Borshoek and places like that.
That's true.
Yeah, definitely.
What's your handicap, Pat?
Officially at 20, but I play off 18. The guys, pretty strict, you know.
Yeah, those guys that play a lot of golf. And a lot about... Jeez, like,
Yeah.
it's impossible. All right, what was the day out there today?
Say?
Well, was there a golf day or just for you guys for the box?
No, it was actually just a few of the Lions guys. We got together and played some golf.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Did you play Wanderers a couple of weeks ago?
I'm not too sure. I don't think so, no. What?
Oh no, because I saw a whole bunch of Lions players. I think I saw a whole bunch of Lions players on the Wanderers fairways.
Pat didn't crack the nod for that
Yeah,
one.
just have a check there.
Probably the
No,
low.
I was probably studying or doing an interview or something, you know.
Wait a minute.
No, hold on, we were told this
Hold
is
on,
your
hold on.
first radio interview. You got to be kidding me. You must have done a radio interview before, Pat.
I'm pretty sure I did one long time ago, but I don't know. I didn't really know what to expect with you. You know, always expect the unexpected.
This is about as good as it gets, bud. It's about as good as it gets.
Don't they teach you that in a Michael House dorm though?
Hey!
Oh, no.
So easy. Well, I mean, it's quite. I was a bit, taken aback with a radio station by the name of Balls. So, I never know what to expect.
Yeah, listen, anytime anyone gives you any Michael House uphill, just remind them of which school is producing the most Springboks over the last couple of years.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I've literally doubled the Springboks. I mean, not many people can say that. you know,
Exactly. So there we go. There's a claim to fame, Pat Cilliers. Have you changed your profile on Twitter, by the way?
Yes, thanks to you. Yeah, I officially changed it. But I still try to, word it so I could be humble, It's still sinking in. I didn't really come across as being, one cap, and now all of a sudden change my profile to Springbok rugby player.
Hey, but that cap's there. It's in the bag. You can't take it away from you. You are a Springbok.
Yeah.
How does that feel?
No, amazing. And I must say, obviously, I had expectations of, how the whole experience would be, and it was completely and utterly insane. It was an awesome experience, and I wouldn't change it for anything in the world. It was really unbelievable.
What is it like having your first run out? Obviously, your first game came on as a sub. But I mean, what is it like? People say it goes so quickly you don't even know what's happened. It's just a blur. Is that true?
Yeah, very much so. It really went very quickly. I mean, the whole build-up, probably from about Thursday to Sunday morning, I'm talking about obviously this the first test, it almost felt like one day. It was just a massive build-up for me. And fortunately, not so fortunate for Yanni, but he got a knock in the first half. I don't know if you remember, and he had to go to the ding-dong bin or whatever it's called now. So I actually went on for 5 minutes, and it was more, I was very nervous, obviously, when is he going to put me on? And luckily, he got the knock, and I ran on. And as soon as I got on the field, I was like, oh, jeez, okay, now I'm officially a box. So, awesome.
That's a matter. Only Springboks will be able to tell you what that first feeling is like when you run onto the field. And may there be more Bok caps for you. How are the Lions boys doing? So you were out and about with your teammates from the Lions. How's everyone doing with all the drama and stuff? Obviously, you guys have got back on winning ways as well, which must be lifting the guys a little bit.
Yeah, I think, obviously all just being rugby players, I think very positive. I went and saw all the guys yesterday as well, and with everything going on around them, I must say, caps off to all the guys, very positive, and just really focusing on what counts, and that's the rugby. So, they all know that if they play well as a team, all the individual players will come through, and their futures will sort of sort themselves out. So I must say it was a very humbling experience to see all those guys so positive with all the nonsense, in the background.
Yeah, and as far as now that you've been part of the Springboks for the Castle Lager Championship, you've run on for the Boks, you've worn the jersey. You kind of talk from that side of the fence now as well, and there's been everyone's just been climbing on backs after that draw against Argentina. Give us your thoughts. I mean, you've been inside the camp. What's the vibe like, the mood like? Is it, listen, guys, just give us time. It's a new coach, new team. He's busy looking at what his options are, or is it just bad day at the office?
I think I think pretty much a bad day at the office. As far as the whole game, we had a bad start and probably some poor discipline by us, and a team like Argentina, when you're 13-0 down, it's going to be a long day. Sort of that underdog mentality where if you have a good start, you can score like quite a lot of points against them. But if not, it's going to be a really long day. And in Mendoza, those people were going crazy. And I think it was pretty much, well, hopefully it was just on the day a bad day. But as far as the team, also really positive and ready to make amends for a poor performance.
Yeah. Well, we look. I mean, we just hope that it can turn around and we can just build a more positive vibe, because it's been an awkward week in South Africa this week after drawing against Argentina. Pats, well, listen. If this is your first radio interview, boss,
very well.
You don't get that much out of a lot of front row forwards, eh?
Thanks, Dan. I mean, a compliment from you means a lot.
Well, you're a Michaelas boy, so it was actually expected that you'd be able to wax this interview, no problem.
And well done, Pat. You're in the squad, eh? Nice to see you in the squad. It's brilliant.
Yeah, thank you very much. I went on my phone and saw that I was in the squad, but I mean, I was struggling to get signal because I was so deep in the bush.
Like a golf course, Serengeti. Have you played there before?
Beautiful. I played there once before the Currie Cup final, talking about lines and all the bad things. But just before the Currie Cup final, we played there, and played against an awesome course. Probably the only course that's actually been in Joburg at the moment.
Yeah. Listen, I just want to ask you, by the way, did you ever think in those days when you were masquerading as a front row forward for the Sharks, but playing like a loose forward / centre and just running over and scoring tries in your early games? Did you ever think in your sort of Durban Michaelas days in KZN that you would win your first Currie Cup with the Lions?
Yeah, well, I mean, I won with the Sharks as a squad member,
Yeah.
But I mean, obviously it's almost like a bittersweet victory, being a squad member.
Yeah.
So no, I never pictured myself to, be in Joburg playing for the Lions of all teams. But I mean, as far as that move, it was probably the best thing for my career. I mean, obviously look where it's
absolutely
landed me up now. So I never in my dreams I expect to play in Joburg, but I must say, an amazing city, and it's an awesome vibe there.
I look at positive on both sides. I mean, we were chatting to Craig last week, and obviously with that front row that they had in Durban, and they still got, and the amount of depth and players jockeying for position, that toss up between you need game time, or you're going to sit on the bench for a while. I mean, in effect, it's worked out both ways, because Craig, he also got his call up to the squad. Which is recognition after just a few games we actually managed to start for the Sharks for a change, and you made the move, and as you say, it's just catapulted your career to becoming a Springbok. So on both counts, you can't really say it's better to go one way or the other.
Yeah, I mean, obviously it's a tough decision, and sometimes you're in almost a position where you want to be playing, you definitely play, but also you're learning from players who are Springboks, so it is a tough decision. And at the time when I left, I didn't have one Springbok ahead of me. I had like several. So it was John Smith, Peace, Yanni, Dion was there, DJ as well, but he just left. But so I had a really long list of players ahead of me, and it worked out for me, and it worked out for Craig as well now for staying there. And I think he definitely has his chance now. Sadly, obviously, Bismarck's injured, but I think Craig's going to get his opportunity now, both in the green and gold and, for the black and white.
Yeah, well, a hell of a player as well, as are you. Pat, definitely. Listen, we appreciate you taking time out. Enjoy the post-golf sunset cocktails there on the deck up at Serengeti. We envy you.
Lime and sodas for you, boy.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate you chatting to us.
Thank you
Pleasure.
very much,
Anytime,
Pat.
Pat.
Good fun. Thanks, guys.
Good luck,
Thanks
bud.
a lot.
Cheers.
Bye.
Bye.
Cheers, bye.
Pat Cilliers. Let me see the mic.
2 p.m. to 6 p.m. Mondays to Fridays live on balls.co.za. Balls.co.za.